So hello and welcome back to another video. Now then, what am I up to? I'm currently out on a reef, which is a ball ache to get to. Now I've just got onto these rocks and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just setting up my rod now. Now the lure I'm going to be using first is a Fiiish Black Minnow, the bloodhead version. It's 25 grams. And obviously I'm after some bass today. Now I'll do my best with the filming, but I want to get fishing straight away. We've got extremely big tides. I do not have long here whatsoever. So less talking, more fishing. Let's see if we can find them. So there's a few areas to try around here. This is what I'm going to try first. Get that lure out there. Now the tide runs extremely fast around here. So even if you hook a little 2-pounder, it can give you a hell of a scrap. Oh, I'm in. First cast. Had a tiny little tap, but I actually thought that was a bit of weed. I think this could be an alright fish, you know? Not bad at all. That's a lovely fish. Let's get it up. Yes. There we go. Check that out. That's a lovely bass, that. I'll get the other camera and get you a better show. What a chunk. Well, what a start that was. I've just measured this fish 50 centimetre and it's bang on 3 pounds. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you there. Now check that out. An absolutely fine bass. Now because this one is 50 centimetre and weighs 3 pounds, I'm going to enter it into the club I'm in. So that means one thing and one thing only, which is catch and release. So let's get this fish back. What a lovely fish that is. There we go. Oh man, what a start, what a start. Now like I said, I do not have long here whatsoever, so I'm going to carry on fishing straight away. I literally have about 25 minutes. Oh, don't you love it when that happens? First cast, get in. Right, lure's back in check. Tuck that in, just because there's weed close in. Let's go back in. It's always nice to get a bit of footage on camera, just to show people that if you hit the right spots at the right time, a lot of the time the fish are always there. Oh, this lure's not doing too well now because I actually had 7 fish on this lure the other day, so it's a little bit battered. Now there's another little area I'm going to try, and what I'm also going to do for a few casts while I'm here is clip on a surface lure, see if I can maybe get one off the top, but I'll be a lot more confident on plastics today. Into a medium retrieve with twitches. Yep. Ah, that was a hit. Oh, was that a hit again? Yep, I'm on. Boom. Ah, that's exactly what was happening the other day. That's what I knew, just a subtle retrieve. Oh, this one's coasting. I have to bully it a bit. It's just a small fish, but like I said, in the tide, they go some. There we are. It's so awkward on these rocks. Now, grab him firmly. Try not to get a hook in the hand. And there we go, there's bass number 2. Just a little schoolie obviously, but still lovely to see. Off he goes. This lure has taken a battering. Now I'm going to keep the camera rolling, see if I can hook up in the same area. Get it out there, bail arm over, wind in the slack, and just twitches. Because they were such subtle hits the other day. Yep, there we go, I'm on again, see? There we go. Whoa, this one's going to the right this time. I'm so glad able to pick this up on camera, because this type of bass fishing is the most exciting thing ever. When you think the conditions are flat calm and it won't be any good, if you find a good holding area, the chances of catching are a lot higher. Now once again, obviously just a very small bass. This lure is absolutely killing it at the moment. And back where you came from. Now what I was actually saying to my brother the other day, and what we've both noticed about fishing places like this, is when you've got such a strong tide run, the fish move about loads. So the other day when I was here, I caught 7 bass, but there must have been 10-15 minutes. Yep, oh, another hit. Yep, there we go, come on. As I was saying, there must have been 10-15 minutes between every fish I had. Not like this at all. This is almost a fish a cast at the moment. Just found a school of smaller ones sitting over the sand out there. And so it goes to show, are the bigger bass the other side, and you just got to fish for longer, catch less, but be in with the chance of a better fish. This one's actually a bit nicer. Actually, no, it's not. It's the same size. This is bloody epic. Bloody epic. Oh, I'm sweating my tits off. Go back in again. Yeah, I'm in again. This is a caster fish now, or fish a cast I should say. Oh no, it's in that weed. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, there we go, he's out. Well, this is the smallest one of the bunch for sure. And he's probably gonna go mental. There we are, lure out. That's tiny, that one. We keep on rolling. Is there a bigger one out there, or is it just all small ones over the sand? Every single hit I'm getting a slight, oh there we go, I'm in again. I was about to say I'm getting a slight tap first, but that one didn't, that one just took it. These are really small, same as the last. But this is literally, I don't know how many fish I've had. 6, is it? This one's tiny. But absolutely smashing it. Very small, that one, see? This is epic. This is just insane. Turn the camera off, have another cast, catch another fish. They're all really small. Oh no, he's in the weed again. There we go, he's out. Oh, he's gone for the other weed. He's really gunning for the bottom. Now you can obviously tell that there's no way I can be making this up. When you find them, you find them. That's beautiful. Chilly, mate. Just had one smash the lure then, but not hook up. I'd love to know why they're being so finicky. I mean, they're obviously liking this lure, but I bet if I clicked on something else, it wouldn't do as well. Oh, this one's... That's why it didn't come back. Smashed the lure a little. It was swimming weird. That cast was way off, but we'll see if they're over there as well. Oh, another missed hit. Oh yeah, there we go. Is that on? Yeah, that's on. It's a feisty one. See him splashing about there. This is just such great fishing. They're getting a bit bigger again. Well, look at that, he's just popped off the hook. So we'll get him back. Now again, I'm going to keep the camera rolling. Get back into that spot. Now normally, with my experience from Fiiish Black Minnows, personally I absolutely love them, from the shore or from the boat or from a kayak or whatever. But I have found that once you catch sort of 2 or 3 fish, they can get a bit battered. This one's well into double figures now. And yes, yeah, I'm in again. And yes, the body is a bit whoa, where the hell's that going? Don't go there. This one's come around the other side, that's interesting. Oh, he's in the weed again. Right, I'm gonna lift him up. And yeah, sorry, as I was saying, how's he hooked? Oh, he's there. Yeah, even though the body is a bit battered and bruised, I'm just gonna, whoa, look at his gills all flared up there. I'm always very conscious about sticking my fingers in a fish's mouth while there's a hook in there. But there we are, another nice one there. Probably, I reckon that one's 41, 42. Beautiful stuff. And this is what you get when you get to about, what have I had, 2 sessions and I don't know, 15, 16, 17 fish. Ah, it's gone, look. Right, it's time for a lure change. That's a bloody shame, that. Now then, what can I say? Honestly, I know a lot of these fish aren't monsters, but none of them are monsters. First one was a nice fish I had. And these are just a patch of schoolies I've found, but you can't explain this until you experience it for yourself. When you're out bass fishing, you just bang on them. You know, it's not anything to do with being a genius or a bass guru or anything like that. It's just right place, right time, and make the most of it. This camera's beeping for some reason. So that lure is completely battered and bruised now. So I've gone on with a regular Fiiish Black Minnow, the khaki colour, and hopefully this is going to work just as well. I'm absolutely sweating my tits off. but it's totally worth it. I mean, again, well, I just had about 4 or 5 casts there with nothing, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it is the difference between the colour of the lure, but I found another fish. There we go. Lovely job. I'm going to get the pliers out for this one because he's decided not to open his mouth. There we go. Off the hook and back into the water. See you later, mate. So, very interesting that either the fish aren't interested in that different colour lure, or they just weren't there on the few casts that I had. Now, what I'm going to do is, I managed to snag one off the top the other day at a different place. These fish are being quite finicky, so I'm not confident of catching on the top water, but I'm going to try a white pachinko 140. And I've stuck a white Savage Gear sand eel in my pocket here so I can change it on the rocks if I'm not getting any luck on that. So let's give it a go. I'm going to stay another 15 minutes maximum and then I'm out of here. Really feel that in the tide out there. Oh, swirl. One went for it. Oh, and again, yeah, I'm in. Boo-hoo. Yes. Oh, coasting. They're only small fish, but in the tide, they feel massive. This one could actually be a nicer size. Oh God, he's really trying to shake that hook. Come on, mate. Oh, that's actually a nicer fish. Not by much, but it is. There we go. So here we go. We got one off the top as well. On that pachinko 140, absolutely brilliant. Now I'm actually going to put this one out of its misery and I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to measure it, but that's definitely over 42 centimetre. My mum's over from Cyprus. She arrives this evening. She's staying at my house. She loves fish, I love fish, so I'm going to keep a bass today. But as you've seen, all the rest have gone back, but this is fantastic. Catching off the top, and yes, that fish did go for it 2 or 3 times, but first cast, I reckon I got 3 or 4 casts left and then I'm going. And it just goes to show as well, if they don't actually commit to it and swirl for it, there could be fish following your lure without you knowing on so many occasions. I just had 2 or 3 go for it then. One came up, bang. One came up from the right, bang. Oh. Now I'm trying to work it relatively slow. The thing is, I've got the tide pushing the lure towards me as well, so it's always nice when you can work the lure against the tide, get a really nice action on it. Yep. Oh, is that a bass or is that? It's got to be a bass, but I just saw a long nose jump out the water. Yeah, it's a bass. God, it's only small. It felt bigger. No, it's not bad. Not bad. There he goes. Released himself. Off he goes through the rocks. This is such a fantastic session. It really is. A fairly nice fish to start with. Tons of small ones in between, and one for a feed. I really could not ask for much more. They're definitely hesitant with the top water, but we are catching them. Oh, you missed it again. That one was in a slightly different area. Following it right into the weeds, which is a good thing, because if you get hit far out, my God, it could go anywhere. Oh, again. Come on. Again. Come on. Last chance. Oh, they're garfish. They're garfish. Just seen two of them jump out. False alarm. Right then, I really don't have much time whatsoever. I need to get the hell out of here. So I'll do a little outro after this and explain about this session, but my God, it's been a lot of fun. Absolutely epic stuff. Rod's packed up, let's get going. Oh man. Well, that was definitely worth coming down for. Now I'm back onto dry land. But what a session, it's so nice when it goes like that. Obviously you put so many hours into bass fishing, sometimes you blank, sometimes you land on them, and that was one of those times. Now the session started really well with that nice 3 pounder, and like I said, I'm going to enter that into the G-Bass club that I'm in. 3 pound is the minimum weight you can enter, so I'm very lucky about that. It's the first fish I've entered this year, and there's plenty of big ones in there already, up to 8.5 pound, even bigger maybe. But anyway, it's a fish on the board. I'm not in it for that anyway. I just like bass fishing. I couldn't give a shit about trophies and everything like that. I'm in it for the fun. But I lost count how many schoolies I caught. I'll have to look back on the camera and see if I can count them. I didn't take a picture on my phone of every one. I only like to do that because then I can look at the time and times of when I've caught them, and the time in between, the difference between, etc, etc. But yeah, that Fiiish Black Minnow got absolutely nailed. Had 1 or 2 fish on the other black minnow, the khaki colour, and then I think I had 2 off the top. Loads and loads of swirls behind the lure. Some were garfish, but some were definitely bass. But I'm actually pleased. I would have been pleased to catch 1 off the top because I knew they were being finicky. Today I've learnt one thing, and I think it comes down to the colour of the lure. Not the exact lure you're using or the profile or even the length, but the colour. That's my theory behind it anyway. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've had a hell of a lot of fun. It's so nice to get out again and catch some fish. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Leave a comment if you can, or share this video. Please feel free to do that. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.